Hi Mohit, hi Sushil. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are doing well and life is as usual. Today we are going to have a rider from the northeast state, which is Mizoram. And I know not many people know much about Mizoram. So today what we are going to do is talk about the state and also about the rider for sure. So we have a guest who has already joined in. So let me add him onto the show. Hi Montia, can you just accept the invite that I sent you? Let me add you on again. Please accept the invite.
Hi,
Hi,
hello. Hi. Hey.
hi, good
How are you?
afternoon. I'm good. How are
Afternoon.
you?
Doing fine, doing
You'll have to
fine.
hold your phone on a portrait.
Okay, like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Good to see you after all these years.
Yeah, man. How is life in Mumbai?
Life is all COVID lockdown. No, but
In
things
here,
are opening up.
yeah, we are under partial lockdown right now in Aizol.
Okay. It's the same here
Can you hear
also.
me?
Partial lockdown.
Can you hear me
Yes.
okay?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Good. Thank you for joining Roaring Cycle Spotlight and welcome to our show. Good afternoon to you once again and to all our joiners or our audience. So I won't waste much time on going blah blah blah, but I will definitely get on with my question. So Montier, tell us something about yourself other than biking.
Other than biking, I'm married. I've got two kids right now, and
Uh-huh.
like the elder one is she is 17 right now. The younger
Mm-hmm.
one is 15.
Okay.
So we're living in Aizawl, Mizoram, northeast corner of India. So that's
Yeah.
about it. Hmm.
Wow. And what do you do by profession?
Right now, see what I'm doing right now is we are reviewing motorcycles and cars. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like we're doing it in native language, that is in Mizo.
Mm-hmm.
So we are reviewing mostly in Mizo, but slowly we started adding subtitles because viewers started growing uh, throughout the whole of India, and even people.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had some network issue. Sorry about that. Yes.
It's
So
okay.
you were saying that you are now giving subtitles, and it has grown really well, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's growing like yeah, because previously we never thought that people outside Mizoram will be watching our videos. So we like did the videos, for the Mizo guys. But surprisingly, like so many people are watching. They're asking for like subtitles. They're saying your videos are really good, but we cannot understand what you're saying. So that's why we added the subtitles, and we started doing some loggings in English also. Slowly,
That's
we're
nice.
doing that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about the Mizo language, but whatever you spoke, I used to understand little bit which you translated. But yeah, English is also good. And
Yeah,
if you want
it's
Hindi,
the medium for everyone. No, like here in Mizoram, like people are not fluent in Hindi, and we don't usually use Hindi, but you can communicate with English with everyone. So I
okay,
think English will be the better option. I have a question
yeah.
for you. No, like I badly wanted to ask you this question last time, but we didn't have much time to talk last time. So how do you see Mizoram as a, you came touring Mizoram, not full Mizoram, you came to Aizawl.
Yeah.
So how do you find Aizawl, like the people, the place, the weather?
I will come to that, but before that,
Okay.
but before giving my review,
Uh-huh.
I will continue with your questions, and then I will tell you when
Sure.
you tell me about
Sure.
Mizoram.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you have to tell me how did biking start? Biking start for you, and how did the passion grow?
It started really early for me. Like when I was about 5 or 6, my auntie's boyfriend used to come to my house. He used to come
Uh-huh.
in a Royal Enfield Bullet. So
Okay.
as I mean, if he comes to the house for around 1 hour, I'll be sitting on his bike for 1 hour. So the whole time he comes to the house, I'll be sitting on his bike. So the passion grows from there. And I actually got my first bike really late because my parents they're not a big fan of motorcycling because
Uh-huh.
some of my relatives like my cousins, they have bikes and they got into some accidents, and like
Okay.
they it
Yeah.
started like
So.
that. They become a rowdy kind of guy. So my parents were not a big fan of motorcycles. So uh, in my second year college only, I got the bike. So I
Okay.
started riding quite late. I started riding
Mhm.
only when I was around standard 9. Started riding a Bajaj Cheta. Then after that,
Okay.
when I was in college, I got the bike RD 350. So from there, I haven't stopped riding till now.
That's awesome. So where all have you
Mm.
ridden? I mean, yes, I know you extensively cover Mizoram, but other than that,
Mhm.
which places have you ridden to?
No, I haven't ridden anywhere outside Mizoram in touring mode. So
Okay.
outside Mizoram, we go. I mean, I take the kids for racing and all that to Coimbatore, to Chennai. But
Mhm.
for touring in a motorcycle, I haven't ridden outside Mizoram.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
yeah, you are into racing. I know that. And how did
Hmm.
MIMSA happen over there?
Uh, MIMSA was started by Mr. Lalrombola. He's a
Uh-huh.
good friend of mine in 2009. Actually, a big event was hosted by the local Yamaha dealer. It's called the
Okay.
Yamaha Ride Tech Challenge.
Uh-huh.
So, uh, like through that racing, I mean, through that event, we found out that lots of Mizo guys are interested into racing. So
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lalrongbola started the Mizoram Motorsport Association in 2009, and from there it started growing slowly, and it has reached what it. has become now.
Hmm. Wow. And you also became the president of MIMSA, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. But first, as I've said, it was started by Mr. Lalmuana, and I was the junior OB. Like I was in charge of the technicalities of the track. Like I was
Uh,
doing those kind of stuff. Then slowly, slowly, after years passed, actually I was there for 10 years in MIMSA.
uh-huh.
So I
Wow.
started climbing the steps, and I was, yeah, the president. Then after, I think, yeah, uh, 2018 I left MIMSA.
Wow. I mean, 10 years of association is really huge, I would say, and being dedicated to bringing in this sporting, I mean, the motorsports to the country or to your state, that really is a very important role that you guys have played. And
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
wish I could learn some racing from you.
So it's actually a full-time job. No, like the races happens only maybe thrice a year, but
Uh-huh.
during the off season also you have to do lots of stuff. You have to go through training, and some of the guys went down to, as I've said, Chennai and Coimbatore for national
Uh-huh.
racing. So it's like
Wow.
a full-time job for the whole year. So
Okay.
like 10 years is a long time for that kind of thing, no? Yeah, but
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, I've given whatever I have to MIMSA through those 10 years. I don't regret my time in MIMSA, but now like I've gone to to other stuffs, doing other stuffs. I'm still involved with the kids, but not in the actual racing anymore.
Okay. So now you encourage other people to go into racing and biking and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Because see, the thing is, we Mizo guys, we have a really good natural talent for racing. Not only racing, like for sports, actually. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
see, JJ is also a very popular football player. So he's from
Mm-hmm.
here also.
Yeah.
So other guys, like guys go to weightlifting also. One guy is representing India. Some goes to boxing. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
guys goes to table tennis. Like for sports, we really have the knack for that. But the thing is, we
Wow.
don't really have the infrastructure, especially for motorsport. We
Uh-huh.
we where we go racing is like there is an abandoned airstrip. So
Mm-hmm.
like the government had loaned us that place. They
Okay.
told us that we can use it for racing, and we collected used tires. So with the used tires, we created the track like a go-kart type of track, and we
Oh,
practiced over there. So through that,
wow.
we went down to Chennai. We became the national champion, and we went to Coimbatore. We were actually
Uh-huh.
the champion of Red Bull Rookie Cups in 2017 and 2018. So
Oh,
we've come a
nice.
long way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long way. I mean, reaching the national
Yeah.
level is really good, really great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we will talk about Mizoram. So you have to tell me
Yeah.
everything about Mizoram because I know not many people know what Mizoram is all about. And
Mm-hmm.
before that, I'll answer your question. So
Ah,
for me, Mizoram is Aizawl. I mean, because I
okay.
visited only Aizawl, I didn't have much time on hand. But
Mm-hmm.
um, the experiences that I got as soon as I entered Mizoram, the first place that I stopped was at a small eatery where I was
Mm-hmm.
really hungry and so I don't eat non-veg. You know, I don't eat non-vegetarian food, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Mm.
vegetarian food was not much was available. They just had this rice and the chickpeas that they make, you know. Um,
Uh-huh.
and that kind of a salad that they make with onion and chili. Um,
And tomatoes.
that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I just had that and I didn't think it would be so spicy, you know, that chili. It was so small and it was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
spicy. I was like, oh,
So spicy.
yeah.
Yeah, that we call that marchate, no? It's an indigenous chili here in Mizoram, the surprising thing is when I was in Bangalore, I took that down to we took it down to Bangalore. We planted the seed, and it started growing really nicely. When the fruit came, the chili came, it was not spicy at all, surprisingly.
Oh,
But
okay.
in Mizoram, it was really spicy. But when we started growing in other places, it became just like any other chili. It had lost that power, that kick.
Yeah, the kick is not there, right? Maybe that's to do with the Mizoram air and the soil over there, that
Yeah,
it
most
becomes really
probably.
spicy.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
Yeah, about
it was
Mizoram.
really good.
Yeah. I see. We we have. I don't think a lone lady rider have ever come to Mizoram before you came. Like
Okay.
some groups used to come. Like sometimes one or two ladies will be there, but a lone lady rider, I've never seen anyone come that far. I was really surprised when you contacted me because you came alone and like. See, as I've told you, I've never ridden out of Mizoram on a bike. I
Mm-hmm.
was really surprised how come this lady came all the way to Mizoram alone, and that time the roads were really bad, and the road you took was uh, even today I started thinking back and like you went down to Agartala, right, from Mizoram
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
Tripura, and those
Yeah.
times the roads were really bad, and I asked the sumo guys how the roads were, and they're saying it's really bad, and we can really, I mean, we can hardly go through in a sumo. Then
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this lady is trying to go on that road alone on a bike. Then after 5 hours, he called me up and he said, "You've reached Agartala." No, that was amazing. Uh, it's
Yeah,
I've
that.
never. Hmm. That was a real eye opener for me because I don't think I will, go through that challenge riding alone. But you did it. No, that was really admirable. And going back to Mizoram, it's situated in the far northeast corner of Aizawl. I mean, in the northeast corner of India, and
India.
it has a border with Meghalaya, Manipur, and on the other side, it's got the border with Burma. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the literacy is really high. I mean, if you talk to anybody, that I think most probably everybody will understand English, but
Wow.
Hindi is not, as I've said, it's not a big medium here. Like people might not understand if you like ask them
Mm-hmm.
questions in Hindi, but ask them anything in English, most probably anyone will understand.
Okay.
Here, the biking community here is really strong. People are really into, especially the young guys are really into racing, sports bikes, and the older guys are like really into touring also. We've got the oldest Royal Enfield club in India, that's the Aizawl
Oh,
Thunder from
wow.
Aizawl. So,
Nice.
as I said, biking is really big here in Mizoram. And
Yeah,
I,
I have
at
seen that
the,
like so many bikes. Where I had where you had booked a hotel for me when I got out in
uh-huh,
the evening to get into the market.
hmm
There was so
hmm
many bikes. Like there were 3 rows of bikes, all fully parked out there. And the
yeah.
best thing what I liked was there was no honking in spite of so much of traffic and all
Uh,
that. And
yeah.
then I learned that Mizoram is known as the silent state of India.
Mhm. Yeah, we don't honk unnecessarily here in Aizawl, especially because we don't need to. Like people are really polite when we are stuck in traffic. Like when every like if the guy in front of you has stopped in the traffic, people will not go around them and like try to go in front of them. Like if somebody stopped in front of you, we have to stop. So it's like that. So because of that orderly fashion, you don't need honking, and on top of that, the roads are not that big. No, if you started honking, then it's gonna be chaos. No, so, uh, sometimes we advise people to use more horns outside the city because the roads, as you can see, it's full of blind curve, and if you don't
Right.
use your horns, like you cannot know what else is coming from the other side. So it's best to
Correct.
use your horns outside the city, but inside, yeah, nobody honks unnecessarily. See, when we come down to Delhi or some other places, it's like a big surprise. Now everybody started honking unnecessarily. The auto guys, the taxi guys. We usually ask them, why you doing this, or why you started honking. They said it has
Yeah.
to be like this only. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, big difference. I know. And it was very surprising for me to know that okay, there is some part in India that actually doesn't use horns and it is so silent. So
Uh,
that was very amazing for me to see. And
mm,
what I also like is the. I mean, I didn't have too much big variety of food, but people were accommodating, and if they when they came to know that I was a vegetarian, they tried to give
mhm,
me good food and that I could eat, even if it
mhm.
was a small thing or so many. So like I said, when I stopped at that eatery over there, she felt
Mhm.
that I didn't eat much, so she offered me like almost half a dozen of bananas. She said, this we have grown in our farm, so please eat all of
Oh.
this. I said, no, I cannot eat all of this.
Yeah, the great thing about Mizoram is the fruits are really nice. Like we get these times right now we're getting pineapple. Those are really sweet, and the
Mm,
oranges from Mizoram are really special because that we get during the winter time. You should try it because it's really special. It's really sweet and juicy, and the bananas from here are really sweet as well. Only thing that's not really great is the grapes. No, grapes.
mm,
When it grows in Mizoram, it becomes really sour. We don't get those sweet type of grapes. Other than that,
mm.
anything can grow in Mizoram. It's a really beautiful place, really scenic, and with beautiful mountains, waterfalls, rivers. The works.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's all when I visited, I visited somewhere during in December, I think,
Hmm.
and that
November, I
time,
think.
like when I yeah, November end or December
Yeah,
sometimes when
yeah.
I reached it.
Mm, mm.
Because I remember they were putting up things for Christmas, setting up a lot of
Yeah,
things for
yeah.
Christmas over there. So yeah, so that was December sometime. So
Hmm.
uh, yeah, so when I was coming there, I could see a lot of greenery around, the entire, and it is
Hmm.
completely mountainous roads, the
Hmm.
entire state, and
Yes.
all winding roads everywhere. Like there was no straight road at all.
That must be one of the reasons that our guys are really good at racing now because the roads are fully like it's full
Yeah,
of curves. We don't have any
absolutely
straight roads.
correct. So you are born with that skill of riding on the curves,
We
and
have to because to navigate those kind of roads, you have to have that skills. No? Otherwise,
correct.
it become very dangerous. Hmm.
And we struggle so much to go around curves. We think, oh my god, now we will fall. Now we cannot turn. You saw me fall as well, right?
Actually, had a fall right in front of me now when you're leaving Aizawl.
Yeah,
Do you still remember?
yeah.
With your
Yes,
full
I remember.
luggage and all, the road was really slippery. I was thinking
Correct.
there is one part where he actually fell. I was thinking I was riding behind him and thinking that part, if she doesn't fall there, she's not going to fall. No. Then after 2 minutes, you fell.
I know. Yeah,
But
because
luckily,
there was one car that came in front of me, and I was thinking not
yeah.
to hit the brake, but then that car
Oh.
hit the brake, so I had to hit the brake, and then I fell off.
But luckily, like with all the guards and all, nothing happened to the bike or you. So I actually had the small GoPro footage of that, but I lost it now. It was with me
Oh,
till last year. So, but
okay.
while I was reshuffling, I lost the footage now. That fall, I
Oh.
still have it with me. I look again, like I'll send it down to you if I can find it now. That
Yeah, yeah. Please
footage.
find it out. It will be lovely to see me fall.
Uh,
So, how is the? I mean, yeah, I remember one more thing is you took me to a shop to wear that traditional dress
Ah, yes, yes.
of Mizoram, yeah, and
Uh,
it was so surprising that that lady would not give it to anyone else but to me because I had traveled all the way from Mumbai to Mizoram. That was such
mhm.
a kind and lovely gesture from her. So, can you tell us something more about the traditional wear that Mizo uses?
Uh, the ladies usually wear what we call puan, that they wrap around something like a skirt. That depending on the decoration of the puan, the
Mm-hmm.
price will vary so much. Like I'm not sure about the cost of all this because I don't have any experience with this, but I heard it like some will go up to 25,000, like very expensive
Wow.
ones. But the plain
Oh.
ones will come down to around 500, maybe around,
Uh-huh.
you can get it for 200 also. Like that will depend on the way it's been decorated, no? So
Mm-hmm.
that way, big price difference will be there. The traditional, there is the traditional blouse that goes with the puan, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the headgear you have seen in those shops, no? But
Yeah.
normally, people don't wear that anymore. Like they wear it
Okay.
only in some special occasions, some
Uh-huh.
culture program, or some other things, like or for for decoration and all that. But usually, the main clothes we wear is like really Western. Mizos are like one of the most fashionable people, maybe the whole of India. You have seen, no? Like you told me also,
Yes,
like
yes, I've seen that.
how the
Yeah,
people
very
dress.
colorful.
Yeah, very flashy. The clothes we
Yeah.
usually wear. Uh, and the people, yeah, people used to tell me that Mizo people are really friendly. I don't know because I'm a Mizo, but I hope, yeah, I hope
No, but
we're
I
all
will say
friendly.
yes to that.
Hmm. I hope we are all really accommodating to strangers or some, especially to the bikers who come to visit Mizoram. See, when we went to that traditional shop, the lady was really surprised that you came all the way on a bike alone. No, that's why she's really impressed now, as I was impressed. That's a really because I know the conditions of the roads, like you coming alone all the way from Mumbai to Aizawl and going back. Now that's a real feat, even for a guy. Like I will not undertake that alone. That adventure, I will not do that alone, never. But you just took it on a stride and came to Aizawl and went back.
No, but it was a memorable ride, and I really loved visiting all those places. Like wherever you took me around Aizawl, the church,
Hmm.
and then you took me to the valley where I could see in the night. It was
Yeah, that's
completely lit,
Berotlang.
the entire valley in
Hmm.
light. That was so
Hmm.
beautiful to see. I mean, I didn't I don't remember if I have the pictures of it, but yes, it's all there here. Like in my
Hmm.
heart, I can still remember Aizawl over there. It was so
Yeah,
beautiful, so beautiful.
since it's a hilly area, we don't have much pollution. So during nighttime, especially during the winter time, the skies are really clear, and you can see the whole city. It's sometimes people used to say it looks like somewhere pictures from California. I've never been to California, but they used to say that it looks somewhat like that.
No, but India has so many beautiful places everywhere. I mean, it's as good as doing a world tour if you just go around
Mhm.
India and come back. You'll get everything over here.
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly. We have everything. We have deserts, we have a sea coast, we have the Himalayan ranges, like everything, like plains, we have lots of them
Yes,
also, and
absolutely.
mountains.
Absolutely.
Uh, Everything is there in India itself. We don't have to go anywhere else, no?
Yeah.
And the
So,
culture, especially, yeah,
yeah, go
the
ahead. Go
culture is
ahead.
so
Tell.
rich in India. Like we have so many different cultures, and see, for us also, if we go down to somewhere in Delhi or some other places like Chennai. Some people never thought that we'd be Indian because we look slightly different. No, they think that we are Chinese, and I told them, no, I am definitely Indian because I might not look like an Indian. Like, what do you know, what do you think an Indian should look like? But we are definitely Indian, just like you, no?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it is a little sad that people don't recognize other states, and
Uh,
sometimes the looks are deceptive. So it gets difficult
Definitely.
for them to accept. But yeah, in heart,
Hmm.
everyone is they love the Northeast, and now I think people are coming up to know what Northeast is all about. But then, yeah, what
Yes.
people don't try to understand is Northeast is all about 8 different states and 8 different
Yeah, yeah.
cultures. So, how
People,
many tribes are there in Mizoram?
how many?
Tribes.
How
So,
many tribes?
Assam has some tribes.
Uh,
Nagaland has.
no, no. The Nagas, they have many different tribes. They have different languages
Yeah,
also. But like
correct.
that, it's not like that anymore here in Mizoram. There are different
Mm-hmm.
tribes, but we all use Lushai now. That's the main
Okay.
Mizo language.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, there used to be like Ralte. They have their slight different dialects. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mar are also there. They have their own different dialects and some. But right now, nobody is using those kind of different dialects anymore. It's all Lushai now, one single
Okay.
language.
Wow, that's great. And typically, what I've seen in the Northeast is it's more of a women-oriented or a women-dominating state. Most of these states. Is it the same in Mizoram as well?
No, that is that will you'll I mean that will happen in Meghalaya, like women dominating the society. But here
Mm-hmm.
in Mizoram, it's totally 50-50. Like
Okay,
equal. Men and
equal.
women are equal in Mizoram. Yeah,
Wow,
but
that's great.
for guys like you, you'll have a more advantage, no? Women biker will have more advantages here.
Yeah, so then a lot of ladies can come to Mizoram because they will have good advantage over
Sure.
there.
Yeah, it's really safe for all bikers. Like people really respect bikers here in Mizoram. Like sometimes the Royal Enfield people will organize a big get together.
Mm-hmm.
All the Royal Enfield riders from not only from the Northeast, they'll come from Goa also. So things happens and like people are really people really respect biking here in Mizoram.
Wow,
So I
that's great.
will,
So
yeah, I will encourage more riders to come to Mizoram to tour and see what we are really talking about now, to see for themselves how beautiful Mizoram really is. After this coronavirus thing is over, like it's gonna be, really happening here.
definitely. So
Hmm.
tell me, like what places other than Aizawl can we go and see around in Mizoram?
There are many places like beautiful places where you can visit. Like there is one place called Phongphuitlang. It's called the Blue Mountain. It's the highest
Uh-huh.
peak in Mizoram. That is there.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is another uh, place called Vantong Kotla. That's a very beautiful waterfall. Not that far from Aizawl. It's around 100 kilometers, not even 100 kilometers. Yeah, maybe around 100 kilometers from Aizawl. But
Uh-huh.
it take you around 1.5 hours to reach that place, not far from
Okay.
Mizoram, not far from Aizawl. Another place is Siasuk Tlang and Muifang Tlang. That's like 45 minutes from Aizawl. Then you can always go to Champai, that is the border city with Burma. And
Mm-hmm.
next, somewhere close to Champai, there is Redil. It's an inland lake, very beautiful. It's now actually situated on the Burma side of the border, but you can always go and
Oh,
visit from Champa. It's very close by, half an hour ride. So many other places. Rayekang is there. It's a very nice peak, just opposite to from my house. You can see the peak. It's a very beautiful place. 30-minute drive
Wow.
from my place. So everything is not that far. The state is not really that big, and like everything is really close by. Most cities or like those big villages will be a 1 day ride for for a proper biker like you. So there won't be any problem. Within a week, I think 2 weeks you can cover the whole of Mizoram to all those nice places. Now you
Wow.
can do the whole days within 2 weeks. Mm.
Wow, that's really nice. I mean, someone can then just fly to Aizawl and then uh, do they rent bikes over there so that they can take a bike and go around?
Uh, those kind of renting are still not operational here in Mizoram, but if you come
Okay.
back, I will provide you the bike, definitely. I have a spare
Wow.
bike now. I will give you the bike, but you have to come back
That
now.
absolutely. I will come
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Thank you so
some
much for that. I mean, that's a lovely gesture.
yeah, man. Like we badly want you to see those places, especially like lots of guys come during the monsoon season, but it's a really bad timing for to come to to Mizoram during the monsoon season because it's
Yeah.
always raining. You can get landslides and things like that. But during the winter time, end of November to maybe March, till that time it's a really beautiful place. So you should, if you're planning to tour or anybody else is planning to tour Mizoram, that is a right time to come here.
Cool. Yeah. I
Everything,
mean, the rain really lasts long, right? From March until October or
yeah, it's
November.
still raining now. Still from
Wow.
March, it's still raining today also.
Oh my
So
God.
sometimes it rains till October. So that's why end of November to March is the right time for biking. No, other than that,
Yeah.
if you don't mind riding in the rain, then that's up to you, no?
No, I don't want to fall. So, is there a tiger reserve over there? Lalit, who's my friend, he says there is a
Uh,
uh, tiger reserve, Dampa Tiger Reserve,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
Dampa is there. I think, yeah, some tigers are there. Like, as I've said, it's full of, still, there are lots of virgin forests here in Mizoram. So I think
Mhm.
lots of wild animals are still there, but it like due to poaching and all that, like it's slowly they're like dying off. But
Disappearing.
uh, yeah, on that reserve, I think there are still some tigers, and we've got our own indigenous elephants, which is smaller than what you get in other parts of India. The elephants we get
Mhm.
here are slightly smaller. The bears are also smaller here, but they're
Okay.
very ferocious.
I
A small
remember
size.
you once
Hmm.
said, yeah, I remember once you said, these dogs look very small, but they are very ferocious and they are the shepherd's best friend.
Yeah. And the local dogs, no, you don't have to teach them anything. Actually, they will eat anything. You just give them rice and dal. That's it. No, then like you don't have to teach them to go fetch something. Like they learn themselves. Those are really good dogs, native to Mizoram. Some other dogs are there, but like you have to take care of them a lot. Not like German Shepherd dogs or
Hmm.
Golden Retriever. Those kind of dogs are not indigenous to Mizoram, so you have to take care of them. These
Yeah.
small dogs are like you can just leave them be. Now they won't bother you. Yeah, just like the people, now
So,
they're small, but they're very ferocious and like you don't have to teach them anything. They're jack of all trades, just like us. No.
so in Mizoram, is it possible to go to all the places without any inline permits or things like that?
When you enter Mizoram, like if you come by road, the border with Kachar is in Vairengte. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to get an ILP from there. Otherwise, once you entered Aizawl, I don't think you need any other permit to visit all those other places. Like one permit is enough. And when you come by air in the airport, you'll have to apply ILP. Then that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So people like us who come, we will have to apply for ILP, and then only we can
Yeah,
enter the state.
yeah, but it's
But
it's not a big problem because once you enter, like if you come by air, once you landed in Lempu airport, you just have to fill up some forms and like give your passport photo or something like that. Then that's it. It's not a big fuss.
yeah.
It's just
Hmm.
a kind of a formality. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Because I think I applied for it, and then I got just about a week's time to visit the entire of Mizoram. I mean that's as much as ILP that I got. So if someone wants to extend it further, what do they need to do? They have to reapply for it, or how does it work? Or is it only to some places of Mizoram that they need ILP, or is it for the entire state?
No, no, no. The one ILP will be enough for the whole of Mizoram, but the duration of
Okay.
the stay is I think uh, how long did you apply for the ILP?
I
How
got
long did you
I
apply?
I got it only for 1 week. I mean, I couldn't
One
choose
week.
the number of days, but
Uh-huh.
it was like an automatic thing that they gave me only for 1 week.
Then I think after 1 week you'll have to reapply or like get an extension on the duration of your stay. But I don't think that will be any problem because see, if you say you're touring the whole of Mizoram, then you'll have to tell them that I will not be able to do it within a week. Then there won't be any problem extending it for another 2 weeks.
Okay,
No problem.
cool,
Mm.
great. That's really beautiful. So,
Mhm.
what would you like to tell our viewers about coming to Mizoram and staying out there? How are the stays? I mean, are there good places to stay if someone wants to go camping or do something? How
Yeah,
adventurous can they get?
in in most villages they'll have hotels where you can put up no, but if you want to stay at the top of a mountain, if you want to sleep over at the hills and all that, you'll have to bring your own camping equipment like
Mm-hmm.
a sleeping bag or a small tent. I don't think there is anybody who's you know renting all those stuffs. You have to carry it for yourself, but other than that you won't have any problem with the locals because as I said, you can communicate them mostly with even if they're not fluent in English, they'll understand whatever you're saying. So uh, the language problem will not be there. Uh, food wise, if you don't like local food, I mean, local foods are really simple. They'll have
Yeah.
boiled meat or fried meat or some curry and some vegetables. A pure vegetarian, they won't have a problem, but you'll have a very limited choice of foods because mostly non-veg is the main thing. Pure vegetarian are not there. They usually eat meat. Meat is the main dish everywhere you go. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, other than that, as I've said, people are really accommodating, really friendly. It's a beautiful place. Please come to Mizoram. Please come and explore Mizoram. No, you will not regret it because it's one of the most beautiful places in the whole of India, and we are really, really
Absolutely.
friendly. That's one of the most important thing when you're touring now, because if the locals are not friendly, then it spoils the whole thing. No, even if it's a beautiful place, if they're not friendly, and if you're in trouble, if they're not helping, then it spoils the whole mood. But even
Correct.
if the place is not that beautiful, but if the people are really friendly and helpful, then again that's a different kind of different flip of the coin, no?
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. I agree to that. People are so friendly, and I mean, the people in Aizawl are at least free to talk, but
Mhm.
outside in the villages they are a little shy. I mean, they're not
Yeah, yeah.
reluctant, but they're a little shy to talk to strangers over there, and they take some time to actually get free with us. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, they are very nice and very helpful, and
Mm.
they are just beautiful. And I can definitely vouch for that because I've experienced it
Yeah, yeah.
firsthand.
Actually, there are there are some shops like in the villages. They just keep uh, uh, vegetables or fruits uh, on a small shed on the roadside. So they'll
Yeah,
just keep one box. Nobody will sit on the shop. If you want to buy anything, you just put your money inside the box and take the vegetable or fruit, whatever. Nobody will sit on the shop, and nobody will
wow.
steal the vegetables or the fruits. It'll just be there, and the owner will come in the evening, collect or whatever is left over, and the money. Then he'll do the same thing the next day. So it's like that, no? Uh, People are really trusting here.
That's really amazing because here if we just in other cities what we have seen that we can't just leave our stuff and go, it will
Yeah,
just go
yeah,
gaib,
that
it will
we
disappear.
understand, no? Mm,
But yeah, it is so much nice to know that anywhere
mhm,
in the state we can trust people to not touch your things, um,
mhm,
unless they want to buy it or anything, and then that also you don't have to monitor, and you don't have to
mhm,
sit at your place
mhm.
and keep seeing if someone is going to take it without
Yeah,
paying or
yeah.
anything.
Mm,
That is yeah, that is really something to live by. And I forgot. So we have this boxing champion. I forgot her name.
mm.
She's from Mizoram, right? Um,
Mary Kom. No, Mary Kom is
yes.
from, she is from Manipur.
Oh, she's from Manipur. Okay. Oh,
Mm.
yes, I remember. And I now I remember. I had asked someone in Manipur to see if I could meet her, but unfortunately she was not around and I couldn't meet her. But next time I come,
Mhm.
I'll definitely go and meet her.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. She's a really great boxer. From Mizoram, we have, I told you, JJ is there. He's a really popular football player. One
mhm.
of the most popular in India right now. And there are some other people who are representing India right now through weightlifting, hockey. One girl is also there in the Indian hockey team, and she is one of the popular player in the girls team in India. So other people are there also in different kinds of sports, and we are there in motorsport also. So like recently in 2019, we've got the Honda Honda Dream Cup champion from Aizawl. That
Mhm.
is held in Chennai. So lots of young guys with racing talents were selected by Honda. So they went to racing in Chennai and Coimbatore. So the champion is a young guy from Mizoram. So
Cool.
like uh, he's got good potential to go to international venues also, but I mean, because of this coronavirus, what else
Yeah.
can you do now? Like these days, everything is shut down. We can do this
Yeah, but then
interview
yeah, things will
at
come
least.
back. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Someone said there is a girls riders group also in Mizoram. Are you aware of
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. I am because I think the name of the club is Mizo Biker Girls or something like that. They have
Okay.
many uh, members.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met them personally because I'm really busy with my other works, but they're really popular here in Aizawl. You can follow them in Instagram also. I think they have they're on Instagram.
Sure,
You
sure.
know,
I will do that. So
yeah,
next time when I come to Mizoram, I would love to meet them as well.
yeah, yeah. If I like, if we communicate properly before you come to Aizawl, maybe they can come and like wait for you somewhere in outside of Aizawl. Then you can all ride
Oh.
together, come to Aizawl, and you'll be at the front, no, like a queen, no? A queen coming to visit Mizoram.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
great, no? Yeah, we'll
That
see
would
what
be
can
such
be
a
done
lovely
if.
welcome.
Yeah, man. If you come to Aizawl again, definitely we will do whatever can be done to, to make it a really memorable visit. Uh,
Sure,
let's
sure.
plan,
Anytime.
like, yeah, yeah. You should plan to come to Mizoram in the winter time. You'll stay during the Christmas time. You'll go to all the feast because Christmas time it's all feasting time now. Everybody's feasting. Everybody is in a really jolly mood, and as you know, the whole city has been decorated by lights,
Yeah.
and it's a really nice time and place. Let's hope this coronavirus doesn't spoil all that now.
No,
It's
it
spoiling
won't. It won't.
everything. Yeah, the whole world had come to a stop because of this now. Like, what to do? But I think slowly, life is returning to normal now. Like,
Yes.
how is the condition in Mumbai right now? It's really bad right now,
Mumbai
right?
is also like that. It's Mumbai is also partial lockdown, partially open. But
Hmm.
if you step into the roads, you will not think that it is a partial lockdown because the population is so much over here that
Yeah.
even if half of them get out, it's so huge. It, it's so crowded.
Definitely. Here it's
So yeah, it is
totally
there.
silent. Yeah, there are only one or two vehicles on the road. That too, if they only have a permit to roam around, like some medical personnel or something, some police. Normal people, like, we all stay indoors now. Like, it's best for the community. Let's wait for 2 months. Hope
Yeah.
things will get better. No. Mm.
Yeah, correct. It will get better, and definitely, I think
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
end of the year, things should be
Yes.
back to normal as before.
Mm.
So,
We've
so
talked
you're
about, yeah, yeah, we've talked about touring Mizoram and all that on the phone, no? Like, I was still
yeah,
thinking, like, if you're really serious about that, we should make some plans. If this coronavirus thing goes away, then definitely we should do something now about touring.
absolutely, absolutely. That's definitely on the cards, and I will talk to you about that offline. I mean, once things get more materialized, then I will talk
Hmm.
to you about that as well. And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
because,
so there
yeah.
is not many people who play cricket in Mizoram, right? What is the favorite sport over there?
No, no, there are people who plays cricket. Like,
Uh-huh.
cricket is it's becoming quite popular right now. But the
Okay.
main thing, the main sport is football. So
Wow.
everybody plays. See, you just need a ball and like kick it. Now, like, you don't need a
Cricket
big
around.
playground to play football. So everybody can play football. It's a national sport for from Mizoram. Anybody can play. Like, there are lots of guys, good guys, who are playing in the big clubs, in
Mhm.
big Indian clubs also. So other than that, basketball is also very popular. If you follow them properly, I mean, if you follow like basketball and cricket, you'll find so many Mizo names uh, playing outside Aizawl, playing outside Mizoram. So as I've said,
Mhm.
we are really good in sports, in all kind of sports. Like, we really have that raw, natural talent for sports, you know.
Yeah, I because I remember when I was there, I saw this. There was this stadium which was close by, and you said there was this football game going on, and there was so much crowd over there. Everyone was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
trying to
it's
get
a big
inside,
thing,
and
no? Yeah. Like, if a big tournament is going on, then the whole city is affected, full traffic jams, because everybody wants to go and see what's going on. No, like, football
yeah,
is really, really big in Aizawl. Yeah. Mm.
cool. And it is so nice to see that some other sport. I mean, people are crazy about some other sport as well, other than just cricket, which keeps happening everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. But cricket is good, no doubt. But here, football is more popular. Football, basketball is also really popular with the young guys. Cricket
Hmm.
is popular, but it's not as big as basketball or
Football.
football. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. And
So, what are the
badminton is
festivals that you
also.
people? Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, festival wise, we have many local festivals like Chapcharkod. That is our biggest festival. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that playground where you've witnessed the football thing, that will be filled with crowds in the Chapcharkod. There'll be cultural dance, some Western music concert also, like food and
Mhm.
drinks. Those stalls will open for beverages. It's a big festival, one of the
When
best.
does that happen?
Chapchakud, I think somewhere in March or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if someone wants to
everybody.
visit, they should come around in March.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody is wearing that traditional clothes. I was telling you about that
Uh-huh.
blouse, and ladies will wear that blouse, the headgear, and the puan, the ponche. It's called ponche, So especially in Chapchaku, they'll wear this special ponche. So
Uh-huh.
it's really beautiful. The guys will also wear different traditional gears. It's really beautiful. And I think we have set the world record for bamboo dancing. The number of guys involved in a bamboo dance. No, I think Mizoram have set a world record, Guinness World Record for
Hmm.
that.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
mm, lots
That's
of
that's
people.
great.
They lined up the whole street, that main road where my house was. No, my house is
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
that whole lane is filled with guys with bamboos, and like they started
Oh.
dancing, and that playground is full of those people again. Like it's coordinated. That's been done in one day. Like it's a really beautiful thing. I think that was done almost 7 years back, 7, 8 years back. Set the record. Hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. That is beautiful. I mean,
Oh.
whole state has a Guinness record. I mean,
Hmm.
for a culture that
Bamboo
they live
dancing,
so
yeah.
high.
Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, thank you very much, Montia, for being with us, and it was wonderful talking to you and knowing so many things about Mizoram. And I'm
Yeah,
sure now whoever listens to our interview and wants to visit Mizoram, they can reach out to you, or they can even take a map and
yeah,
see what
sure.
are the things that you can actually do around over
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
Wonderful,
Thank you for
wonderful
having
talking
me.
to
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this interview and giving us so much knowledge about the state. Uh,
Hmm.
I really wish people come down to each state rather than just saying, I want to visit Northeast, which is like 8 different
Yeah,
states. So,
definitely.
yes, and
Hmm.
spend enough time around each state and see many, many things over there. So, thank you
Mhm.
again for being with us, and love to all the Mizoram people over there and all the audience. They have been so lovely and active. Lovely to see them around. Thank you
The
so
pleasure
much.
was
Thanks
mine.
a lot.
Thank you. Yeah.
Have a great Sunday and take care. Bye bye.
Okay, same to you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
So, guys, that was Montia for you from Mizoram. I hope you all enjoyed the show and you all got to learn a lot about Mizoram. And I hope you people do visit Mizoram and enjoy the state, its culture, its tradition, food, and everything else. So, have a great day and have a great Sunday and the whole of next week. Tune in on Wednesday to learn about another interesting biker, and she is going to be a very different person. Um, she is also pretty much well known in the whole of India. So do tune in on Wednesday at 8 p.m. and we shall connect back again. Till then, take care. Have a lovely Sunday. Have a lovely week ahead. Bye bye.